Hey everyone. Um, Today I want to actually talk about one of the features that they announced at DockerCon last week when I was there at DockerCon. It is called a multi-stage Dockerfile. So you might ask yourself, what is it? What does it all do? And to demonstrate that, I want to demonstrate a typical, task that you might have with you know, in a Docker container. So I have a little project that I just auto-generated from a Maven Arch type here. It's just a simple JBoss, and it has EGBs and stuff in that, and the details about the application are not really that important. Only that it's going to basically build this and then put it into a container, and I'm just going to kind of show you that we can make it better. All right, so here's my original Docker file. Um, and basically, we're going to use the Maven, base image, and we're going to copy, the various source folders into a root folder called source, and then copy the POM XML in there, and then I'm going to CD into that working directory, and then I'm going to run, Maven package install, and then the final thing I'm going to do at the end is just kind of spit out, what the size of that folder is, right? So that's my image, or my Docker file. So I'm going to go ahead and say docker build-t demo 1, here, this directory. And so you see it copying all the folders over, and then it runs the Maven package install, and that's going to take a minute to basically download all the dependencies. So this will take a minute. This just takes a second or two. And as you can see, we're kind of downloading a lot of different stuff, which is kind of the whole point of this exercise. Okay, so then I do a Docker run demo 1. Okay, so ultimately that directory has 64K in it, but that's this is not a very big error. But more importantly, I want to show you when we run Docker images, we can see there's the demo 1 image that I just created a few seconds ago, in fact 25 seconds ago, and it is 653 megabytes in size. I don't know about you, but 653 megabytes is a pretty large container. So, or I should say image. There's always this kind of, in my head, image container. Kind of goes together. But so, how can we make that better? Well, we can use multi-stage Docker files to do it. And I have a sample here. And we set the file type equals Docker file. So we get nice, pretty syntax highlighting. So very similar to what we did in the previous Docker file, but you'll notice a few differences. So I do my from Maven, and then I have this as builder. And basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of aliasing what's called a stage in here. And we'll also explain what this is about in a minute. And then when I do my copy of all my source folders into that same source folder, I go there, run Maven package install, and then wait a second, there's another from statement. And of course, one of the cardinal rules of Docker is that, or a Docker file, is that there's only one from statement in the entire thing. Well, not anymore. Now you can have more than one. And what this actually is setting up is what's called a pipelined Docker build. And you can have as many of these stages as you want. And basically, what will happen is you can copy things from one stage to the next stage, and basically, the only thing that gets into the final image are the things that you specify to be copied forward into the next stage. In this particular case, I'm just running a very simple Alpine container as the actual, I'm running as a simple Alpine container, and all I want to do is I want to copy from that previous, stage, just my final resulting ear, right? And and then I have an entry point, here. Great. So whoops, actually, I was doing some debugging, which is why it's been SH, but it really should be DUHS, my ear. So let me build that. Docker build dash t demo 2 dash f docker file 2, and then this directory. And you'll notice actually I don't have to rebuild to all of the Maven stuff because I already did that, and it was able to use the cache layers. So now I can run it. Docker run demo 2, and great. Now it's 16K, and actually, what was it before? 64K. So you might ask yourself, why is that different? Well, the thing is that when I built it originally, when you build things in Maven, in that directory that I ultimately copied in, there's other stuff, right? But it doesn't matter. That's 64K, 16K, not a big deal. But here's the thing: when we go and run Docker images to look at our images, we go and look at demo 2, which is right here, and it was made 49 seconds ago, and it's 4 megabytes. Huge difference. The image size is tremendously different because I didn't have to copy all that extra stuff into my final image. So using this multi-stage Dockerfile approach can make it so you can have tremendously smaller images, which means tremendously faster and more efficient containers. So pretty cool feature, and I was really excited to see this and actually be there when they announced it. So that's it I have for today. But thank you for watching, and please come back for more.